Hey guys, Buffy Gabe back today bringing you our video, and today is our first video for our movie weapon series here in Modern Warfare 3, and today we're covering the FN Scar H of a Mark 17 from the 2014 movie Sabotage, starring Arnold Schwarzenegger, Joe Mangalo, Kevin Vance, and a couple other really high-profile names in this movie. So definitely a great movie. We'll get into that. Let's go ahead and back out. The final design here for the Mark 17 of the Scar H using 2014's Sabotage. This should be available on Netflix still. If not, I watched it on Prime a couple times. Definitely a recommended movie. Beautiful looking Scar build here. Let's go ahead and back out. And here's the final design for this build. You can see what we're going to do is we're going to start with the Battlefield Promotion Blueprint. So if you don't have that there's another blueprint, Mud and Guts, which gives you the top mounted laser option here. So if you don't have that, either of those two, you're going to have an optic on the side of the rail mount, the right hand side of the rail. So here, these two blueprints, Battlefield Promotion and Mud and Guts, give you the top mounted. You can see here we're going to run with the L4R flash hider, because in the game it's running the standard Scar flash hider. The base flash hider you have here is not the right one. So this is the flash hider you're going to use. Take a look at it here. You can see the base one is just a regular compensator, but here we're going to run the L4R flash hider. So this is typical to what you're going to see on the weapon in real life and in the movie. This flash hider is going to give you muzzle flash concealment, so that theoretically it should keep you off of the radar. Recoil control and gun kick control. The con is aim down sight speed, but you can see that you're getting 13% overall for recoil, which is actually awesome. I'm gonna have to try using some of these in Warzone, given that you do get recoil control with them, and it should keep you off the radar. That's something I need to test, but it should keep you off the radar with the recoil control, which is more than you'll get with the suppressor. So we'll select that. Gonna run with the base barrel here for the standard Scar. Now for the laser option in the movie, they're running a PEC 15 IR designator on it. Here we're going to run this flash hider. You can also run the 1 milliwatt PEC, but I don't like how small or flat the PEC options are in the game. This one, the laser light combo, is going to give you a more sizable equivalent to the real life version, right? In real life, they're not this small, so this is more of a larger PEC 15 IR designator laser light combo. This is what you'd see typically in real life as far as the size goes. So giving you aim, walking speed, tac stance, spread, aim down sight speed, and sprint to fire speed. Con is flashlight and laser are visible no matter what, 24/7. So keep that in mind. We're gonna run the aim point here, or the aim op V4. So in the movie they're running the aim point micro T1, which is exactly this one right here. So this is gonna give you precision sight picture. For this, no cons because it is a 1x optic, so go ahead and select that. Standard Scar buttstock, no grip, no magazine option, and then we're gonna run low grain ammo. I did this for the added recoil control. So low grain is gonna give you recoil control. Cons are damage range and bullet velocity, which you can see there going down 50%. However, you're getting a good amount of recoil control on this weapon, which is definitely needed for this gun. So this gun kicks pretty heavily. Anything you can do to improve the handling and control on this weapon is needed. So I put this on there as a 5th option. However, you can go ahead and swap this out for anything you want. Now, in movie, I believe he's running some sort of grip on this. He may not be, but I believe he's running something like an operator foregrip, if I'm remembering correctly. Regardless, I love the way this thing looks on there. So I'm using a blueprint option here for the etched bronze, which is going to give us a tan operator foregrip. And you can see aim walking steadiness, hip fire spread, and tac stance spread. Cons are movement speed, but you can see they're going to help us out with our accuracy overall. Really nice looking build here for the Mark 17 or the Scar H from the movie Sabotage. Now for our operator, the character Grinder in the movie, Joe Mangalo, is one of the operators in the movie that used this. So to go along with that, we're going to run the barbecue operator here in the gameplay. If I go ahead, you can see how he looks there with the weapon. Just looks really, really cool. Very similar to kind of how Grinder looks in the movie Sabotage. So jumping into gameplay here with this weapon, we're going to go ahead and use it here on the map Meat. Now you may notice that my movement is pretty crazy, and I'm experimenting with different movement and controller options for Warzone. So I spent quite some time changing up my entire controller settings. So I wasn't gonna go ahead and revert that specifically for this video. So until I can figure out specifically what to revert, you're gonna see a little bit of some crazy movement speed in the videos going forward. But I'll figure out how to like revert that back so we can have a little bit slower type gameplay. But I'm basically doing the auto attack sprint here. You'll see in the gameplay, and a lot of my settings kind of make this weapon a lot more accurate. So maybe I'll do a controller setting video at some point also. But again, the gameplay here on me. Ideally, we wanted some sort of CQC style map is typically what you see this used in the movie. Close quarters buildings is really where you're going to see this used in all of the movie scenes, which it looks awesome. Definitely, you'll see it in, I think there's 3 separate occasions that are actual firefight scenes, if not more, that this thing is using. So definitely really good. We're going to use it on meat and use it how you would a Scar Heavy. But again, 2014 Sabotage is a crime drama directed by David Ayer. So this is actually a movie that flew under the radar. It didn't get great reviews upon release. However, it was huge on Netflix after release, home video, things like that for DVDs. Netflix Prime just did huge numbers. So stars Arnold Schwarzenegger as the character John Breacher, and he's the leader of an elite drug enforcement agency from the DEA whose members are being eliminated one by one after $10 million goes missing following a drug raid in the beginning of the movie. Loosely based on the classic Agatha Christie story titled And Then There Was None, aka 10 Little Indians. The film also stars Sam Worthington from Avatar, you'll remember, Mireille Enos, Max Martini, Olivia Williams, and Terrence Howard. It was released on March 28th of 2014. Now again, like I said, you'll probably remember a lot of these scenes from different like GIFs and memes that you've seen over the years with like the Arnold interrogation scenes. But this movie was dark. dark and I know a lot of people were saying, watching reviews for this movie, people were saying it was really gory and violent. I didn't really notice that at all. They were saying there was just gore and violence for the sake of being gore and violence. I didn't really see that. Maybe at the time of 2014, but I really didn't. I've seen much more gory movies and things like that. I thought this was a really good movie. It was a dark movie, and it does have pretty dark undertones with the story, how it plays out and how it ends. So definitely a good movie. It's one of those movies after you watch it, you're kind of just reaction is kind of awe and shock as to how the story unfolded and everything. And a lot of the stuff I didn't see coming. So not to spoil it, that's all I'm going to give you for the story of the movie. But definitely check it out. Again, it should be on Netflix. If not, it is available on Amazon Prime to watch. And probably some other services as well. Definitely recommended. 2014 Sabotage starring Arnold Schwarzenegger and a host of other stars for this movie. So let me know your thoughts below. I will leave you guys with the gameplay. If you're enjoying the content, go ahead and like the video, subscribe to the channel, comment, share. All that helps out the channel. Helps smaller channels like myself grow. We're really close to 40,000, so I'm pretty pumped for that. Really appreciate all the support from you guys. Close to 40,000. We do have the join button available here for memberships as well. And I did set up the merchandise shop today. So the merchandise, I'm uploading the designs to this new site because the one I used previously doesn't have a store option. So the one I'm using now, I set up the store option. I'm uploading the designs, making sure they're going to be the same type of quality that I originally ordered my test design with. And those will be available here coming up within the next few days. Definitely over the weekend, they should be good to go for you guys to use that. Now, if you are a member, you do get a slight discount there, so that'll be available for the members on the channel. If you want to join, we do have 11 total members on the channel, so we did have some new members that joined this week. So shout out to those guys and all the members. We have Colton B, Conan the Librarian, Medic 75156, Man Named Nobody, Asan V07, PDX Jake, Ram Rapster, KDog 350, This Justin, FPS Cannon Fodder, and Noodly Boyo. So big shout out to those guys, 11 of you. For the members, we're going to be adding in new emotes, things like that for members here as well coming up next week, this weekend. Once I'm off from my full-time job, I'll have more time to focus on all of that, as well as get that store launched and ready for you guys to get any merchandise, things like that. We'll be adding things. We also have Buffmas coming up here soon, so that'll be pretty fun. I'll be streaming mostly every day here upcoming. However, if I'm traveling, things like that, I'm not going to rush streams. But I will be doing streams, for the most part, every single day at night. Here and there, we'll skip some days based on what I'm up to. But we'll be doing a lot of streaming is the whole point of Buffmas. So that'll be starting probably Sunday or Monday coming up. So I'll announce that in further videos. Let me know your thoughts down below. Till next time, this is Buffering Gaming with the Mark 17 from the 2014 movie Sabotage. Buffering Gaming. Out.
Throwing a stun grenade. Hostile eliminated. Change your back. Barely hanging on. Need some medical. That was close. Reload.
The mission is complete. Good work.